You are now listening to the sounds of Dr. B's Spot, a production of Bowden Enterprise Services, LLC. Join the podcast where love and life topics are discussed surrounding spiritual connection, relationships, finance, and becoming a better you through elevation. And now, here's your host, spiritual advisor and behavioral health clinician, Dr. B.
Welcome back to another episode of Dr. B's Spot, Love and Life, the podcast where we explore the intricacies of love, life, and spirituality. I am your host, your spiritualist, your therapist, Dr. B, your guide on this journey of self-discovery and growth. We are back in business and back in action. Thank you for tuning in once again and listening to my content. It's always appreciated. Now, my dear listeners, we're going to step into another soul-stirring episode. Today's topic is called Energy Vampires. Let's take a look into what it actually looks like when they try to impose themselves into your life. Energy vampires will try to monopolize your personal time, not respecting that you have other things to do, even though you have told them. They will try to run conversations by over-talking you and hog up the conversation so that you're only a listener, but not a participant. And when you do add input from what they have revealed to you, they don't accept your brash straightforwardness and no desire to heed the information you just provided. Their life is revolved around repeated cycles because they don't bother to work on themselves. They really just want to talk or be a talking head in the matter without your input. You'll notice this is only a one-sided conversation when two do not meet in the middle. Energy vampires will talk about their life woes and expect you to engage in topics that are not engaging or elevating your life's purpose. They actually expect you to be at their beck and call and their personal guide and counselor freely without pay. They expect you to be there when they need you, whether that's in person or a text, phone call, or a timely return of a message, which means right away to them. Energy vampires want to push their way in by invading your space instead of being invited in. They want to obsessively be in your business and think they have a right to access your privacy card. Some energy vampires take your kindness for weakness. Some think you don't have insight into what they are doing. Many times you may even warn them, but they are narcissists to the core, non-believers until one day you just cut them off cold turkey and they wonder what happened. Your sanity and clear head is actually most important. Your life goals and life transitions is what matters most. If you're feeling suffocated by these energy vampires, remove them. If they are not bringing positivity to you and upliftment in the way you feel it should be, and if they are not replenishing and encouraging your mission instead of being nosy and imposing, you need to do something about it. Some people don't realize they are in the associate's chair and not in the close connection chair. So someone you see as an associate and not close, you wouldn't disclose your personal information to those types anyway. Some people are looking for attention because they can see you pay them no mind, so it only makes them want to be in your presence more. Sometimes people like that. Those types remind me of a pursuant who you keep telling no thanks to and they keep trying to vie for your attention when you show no interest. These types are called energy vampires. These are people who try to attach themselves to your aura or existence mentally, physically, or spiritually. Many times this goes unnoticed because you may welcome in these certain folks with certain energies. If you're an empath, you usually can detect that something is not agreeing with your spirit, but due to the need to be of assistance, showing care or concern or providing guidance, you may enter unknowingly and unwillingly into a sync or pattern because they played on your emotions and entered into your circle by manipulation. And when you notice it's too heavy, your moment or the moment you recognize it, you're actually locked in. Basically, you bit off more than you can chew, and now they have slipped through the crack. The energy vampire will try to suck you dry, manipulate you for all the time you are supposed to be saving for yourself, and expect you to pour into them without them doing the same for you. This energy vampire will show narcissistic tendencies of persuasion to get you to conform to their demands. This energy vampire will have no remorse or consideration for your personal goals or achievements, especially if you are doing it without them. They want to be a part of everything you're doing. Some may even try to blueprint you by copying everything you do, the places you visit, the people you're around, the clothes you wear, the way you decorate, the way you wear your hair, the perfume you wear, the car you drive, the house you have, the financial status you have. They want it. And in some cases, if they could, they will want to be you. This can be signs of a sociopathic narcissist. Watch the behavioral patterns in order to recognize the traits. Of course, this would have to be evaluated by a professional for this or any other mental condition that arises. This is just some insight into patterns that you will want to watch so you can remain in a healthy state of mind for yourself. As we look at the complexities of dealing with energy vampires and provide insights on how to protect ourselves from their draining behaviors, let's begin by understanding the characteristics of an energy vampire. How can we identify them in our lives? Energy vampires often exhibit a pattern of excessive neediness and emotional dependency. They may try to dominate conversations, constantly seeking attention and validation. As empaths, we have the sense of unease or discomfort around them, sensing that something is off, but our compassion and desire to help others can lead us to ignore these warning signs. As empaths, we naturally want to be of assistance and provide guidance to those in need. But what happens is we find ourselves locked into an energy draining relationship with an energy vampire. We are automatically empathetic and caring. Energy vampires may latch on to us even tighter, sensing that we're a source of emotional nourishment. They might manipulate us emotionally using guilt or persuasive tactics to keep us engaged. This can lead to a significant imbalance in our lives where our own needs actually takes a backseat to their demands. It's crucial that we actually recognize when our energy is being drained and take steps to protect ourselves. Pay attention to shifts in your emotions and energy levels when you interact with certain individuals. If you start feeling emotionally depleted or overwhelmed, it's a red flag. Setting healthy boundaries is essential. Learn to say no and prioritize your self-care. Surround yourself with positive, uplifting individuals who support your personal growth and well-being. Boundaries are a powerful tool in protecting ourselves from these energy vampires, but what can be done if we're already entangled in such a draining relationship? Well, breaking free from an energy vampire's grip can be a challenge. It requires a gradual shift in how we respond to their demands. We must prioritize our own well-being and recognize that we are not responsible for fulfilling all their needs. Seeking support from your friends, your family, or even a professional therapist can be immensely helpful in gaining perspective and strength during this process. Compassion is a beautiful quality. It's possible to balance it while protecting ourselves. Practice discernment in choosing whom you offer your empathy to. Redirect your compassionate energy toward individuals who reciprocate and appreciate it. Remember, you can still show kindness without getting entangled in their negative energy. Remember, listeners, first and foremost, be aware of the signs of those energy vampires and trust your intuition. Set healthy boundaries and prioritize your self-care. You need to protect your energy, of course, at all times. Don't forget to seek support. and continuously to nourish yourself. I hope this discussion that you've heard here on Dr. B's Spot Love and Life regarding energy vampires has empowered you to recognize and navigate those draining relationships in your life. So until next time, remember to protect your energy and keep shining your light. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, like, leave a comment, review. I'm in or on all social media platforms that are quite popular. Look me up, Dr. B's Spot, Love and Life. I'm Dr. B and I'm out. Peace and blessings. And be blessed with less stress.
Join us next time at Dr. B's Spot, where we dive into the real deal of love and life by tapping into your body, mind, and spirit. Don't forget to like, rate, and comment on each podcast that we drop. For all upcoming shows, reach Dr. B and all she has to offer on BowdenEnterprise.com and social media outlets under the moniker Bowden Enterprise Services. Peace and blessings to you and yours. We are out.